So I had this dream, and in this dream, I keep having a dream where I'm at the same old neighborhood. Last night when I had the dream, I was all flooded. I get into a little, like, white boat that looked like a tub. It just looked like a tub. Not a bath tub, but like some sort of plasticish tub. I got in it and had a shovel for an oar. Except the water wasn't deep enough for me to move around, so I get off of it, throw the damn thing down. Now, I graduated high school right before that. Jumped out of the top of the high school like in the video game, like I'm jumping out the window, and just went diagonal across and started going down the streets, and they're all flooded. Which actually goes into someone else's dream. This guy said that he never has dreams, and he has two dreams back to back. It's the God Rules channel, and he was talking about the same water pouring in. He described being in a house that was stretched out longer than his house was, so he summed up why he thought that, and he was right. And he went off into the Catholic shit in the year 1440. And he said that the 1,000 years was between year 440 and 1440. And he cited why I believe that. Now, he just had somebody whisper in his ears that it was 1,000 years and to look it up. And when he went into his dream underneath, there was a room underneath they found in a walled up area, and it was a trial going on with skeletons and shit. And it actually ended up being the trial for Joan of Arc and Gilles de Rais, which was some guy that like killed a bunch of people. Anyway, going on from that, when I woke up and I went into look at the TV, there was a kid being pulled out of a boat on a black and white show, and they put him on the boat and he goes to sleep. And when he wakes up, there's a guy cooking a black guy, and he said, "I'm glad you woke up." Now, when I had my first dream, the first one, I recognized all the same shit. The boat, then a friend of mine, a guy named Dante. I said, "What are you doing, Dante?" He's like, "My friend's trying to teach me how to be woke." And I was like, "Oh, that's not good." But it was the exact same thing the guy on the TV said. "I'm glad you woke," to the kid. So that was that. After that, I went back to sleep. Now I had an apartment with these other kids. I mean, I guess they're kids. They're not really. One of them was a comic that I recognize. He just looks like the background person that you would be in college or high school with. Bert something. I don't remember his name. He was on one of these shows. I remember opening the refrigerator, seeing all the beer that the kids had in there. I had a bottle of tequila, turned sideways, tucked all the way to the back. It's very weird. There was some other stuff. Somebody was there was a restroom because I had to get up and piss twice while I slept. So it made there be a restroom like my own restroom in the dream. Because when I came back and fell asleep, I went right back into the dream. Now, they were starting to look for a bathtub. They're like, this damn apartment doesn't have a shower or a bathtub. And it did. It had some, like, when you do a jacuzzi, it's got that thick pad over the top. There was a piece of furniture in the bathroom that when you lifted the lid off of it, it was a bathtub. And then suddenly, it was on the other side of the wall in the living room. I don't know why. Everybody started getting in it. There was bubbles. Everybody's naked with bubbles on, just splashing water around like fucking idiots. There was. I went down the street, and this is my old neighborhood, so it's already Thanksgiving. I'm trying to call my mom, who in the dreams is alive. Always when I dream, she's alive. Always when I dream, she's alive. So I don't know what that means. But I'm trying to call her phone number. I remember most of the numbers, but I can't remember the last fucking number. The last single number, I cannot remember it. And I have the numbers on the screen, and the numbers are like on a clear background. So I'm having to change my wallpaper to a clear, plain image so I can read those numbers. First I did it black and I couldn't see them because the numbers were black. It was just all black. And then I went to turn it into white. And that's when I woke up. And I just thought it was so fucking bizarre because of all the things that you need to do in your daily life. It was starting to run out the inconsistencies of a dream. You know, like, where do you park your car? How do you get into the place? Do you have a key? All those weird inconsistencies were starting to come up, and the dream didn't have any problem filling them in, though. It would just fill in some weird-ass detail and keep me asleep. And I'm like, interesting. Dude. I really hate killing these bugs. I keep having to murder them with such violence. There's one over there trying to get into my shit, my drink. You bastard. It's my fault. There was 2 babies that I was on the toilet and I couldn't kill. Little dots that are bugs. You can't let them make it. You have to kill them because they become bigger dots that you will later then have to kill. Sorry about that. I have to cook that rooster today that we killed yesterday. It's been in the icebox just staring at me with why? Why, bro? Why? And I'm sorry, dude.